Welcome everybody to me clicking the wrong frame. How are you doing? I can't do this intro if I can't hear the music. No, you don't do the intro and you put the music on.
You start talking.
Welcome everybody back to another episode of Dahm. That's true. Of course, I'm your host with the most, Truman the Steam Machine Sneed, and I'm joined by the beast with the least, Owen Domination 7 Dahm. Owen, how are you doing?
Doing well. Just ate a lot of fish, but I'm ready to talk stats and stuff.
We ate so much fish. I'm so full of fish. I feel I'm bursting. I'm bursting at the seams of fish. With fish?
I'm not even trying to read a book or play games or anything right now.
Dude,
You can take a nappy like last time, Joe.
we're gonna talk. The only reason we're doing this is just to burn off the calories through talking, dude.
We need to do
What?
some critical.
Shut up, dude. How was your veggie delight? Okay, I don't care.
Just a Subway sandwich.
All right.
It wasn't great. It wasn't bad.
I would go.
Did you get at least the Baja Chipotle sauce in there?
I would.
They have Chipotle Southwest. That's pretty much.
Yeah, I think Baja. You're just saying words at this point. I don't think Baja's
No,
been
it
at
is.
Subway
It's
for a
called
while.
Baja.
It's called Baja.
It's called Baja
It's
Chipotle.
Chipotle Southwest. Again, as someone who used to fucking work there.
He did work there.
We're gonna go to the receipts. I'm gonna be right for a second time.
Go to the receipts because I think you're
I
wrong.
literally eat Subway more than all of you.
I think you're back to batting 500. Why would you eat mid sandwiches?
because it forces me to not want to eat out. I punish
You
myself. I eat,
just
on
don't
purpose.
eat out.
Oh, just
Just
wake up
eat
early
in
enough.
better sandwiches.
Just wake up early enough. It's something that I've always struggled at. Just wake up early enough to get yourself a lunch. Dude.
Make a sandwich the night before.
I don't make good decisions.
Make more food at home so you have leftovers to take and warm up at work.
Then it's extra soggy.
What?
Nah, my sandwiches would be the same amount of soggy. It would be cheese, meat, and mustard. That's what I put on my sandwiches.
I kind of like them a little extra soggy, honestly. I like a soggy
like a
sandwich, I'll
soggy?
say it.
I really like to take a bite and just have all the bread stick in the roof of my mouth.
No, I like a sticky roof of the mouth bread feel.
Oh,
I
you
think.
like the little sticky stuff in
Yeah.
your mouth?
Are you gonna sleep again on this couch, bro?
Dude, Joe's taking a
Joe's
nap. Let him
literally
nap.
getting ready to sleep
Let
again.
him make a nap. We can talk about sports over here.
I know. All right. Hey, did you find that Baja Southwest sauce?
It's literally Baja Chipotle, but once again, I
Oh, you
can't
gave
look
up
at the
on
menu.
it? You gave up on it?
It's not important. Okay, fucking. I'm looking it up, and I'm
No.
whatever, dude.
Dude, 90% of Don that's
how,
true this season.
That's how we're starting today.
It's
That's how we're
just
starting
me
today.
become Owen Googling stuff.
And being
Because he pissed me off and he just made a claim that I'm like, you can't spread misinformation. I'm tired of Owen spreading misinformation on this
I
podcast.
can't wait to bat 1,000 again. Oh, I said Chipotle, not fucking Subway.
All right, here he goes. What are you Googling for? Baja? You're
It's
Googling the
called
name of the
Baja.
Southwest Chipotle sauce?
It's called Baja Chipotle. Is the name of the sauce?
The Chipotle sauce at Subway.
Yes.
You're saying it's Baja
Chipotle.
Chipotle sauce.
Yes. Fucking shit.
Here he goes. Here goes Miss America. There she is.
Honestly, I want him to fail just so I can whip out my phone and show it to you.
So you want me to be incorrect?
No.
I'm just gonna Google
I know
Subway
you're right. I just
Chipotle
want you
sauce.
to not be able to prove it.
That's a good idea.
What words did you search?
Look up
Oh man, everything says Subway Chipotle Southwest sauce. Everything
Ah.
I'm saying says it.
Subway rolls out new Baja steak in Jack Sub and Baja Chipotle sauce. First item.
They don't have
Well,
it.
the
on
Chipotle sauce
Google.
I've had for like 5 fucking years is the Chipotle Southwest.
I hate to tell you that this one's called the Baja Chipotle sauce.
You said Southwest.
I didn't say Southwest.
You did say Southwest
I did
in your
not
thing.
say Southwest.
They also probably don't have it anymore. It was in
they
October that
definitely-
they rolled that
They
out.
definitely do because I get it on my sandwiches.
I'm just telling you.
I want you
It's
to
all
know you're
Chipotle
saying
Southwest.
Baja Chipotle and they're putting Chipotle Southwest on your sandwich.
I want you to know that I'm selecting Baja Chipotle on the Subway menu when I
And
order
I
my
need you to know
sandwich.
they're putting Chipotle Southwest on your fucking sandwich.
All right, guys. On to more important news. There's a Hell's Kitchen seltzer coming out, so I just wanted you guys to know that. Yeah, that's right. We're becoming more like Stans every day. Look at that Stans for I'll go over there going crazy for. All right, here we go.
He keeps farming clips from Stan's reacting to L7. It's very funny.
All right, we're getting back into it. Owen, are you ready to rock on some sweet Bruce Weber content?
I want to rock.
No, fuck this guy, dude.
You're out
I
on
can't
Bruce
wait
Weber.
for 10 more years of Bruce Weber, baby.
Shut
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck
what
up.
I'm
He's
talking
probably gonna
about.
beat Texas Tech tonight, so it is 10 more years of Bruce.
What's the score? What's the score? Have you checked it?
We're probably up by 4 now.
I'm actually bad luck on checking scores. Every time we're up and then I go, oh, I should check the score, we start losing. if we're up. What's the score?
We're tied with 3 minutes to go.
Ooh, that is going to be
in
close.
Lubbock.
Yep. All right. So we're glad you guys could all join us for the trial of Bruce Weber. Owen, you have the need to present the point.
I've had it. Oh, you want me to present the point?
I want you to present it.
Okay.
Present your case.
All right, guys. Bruce Weber has been at Kansas State for a grand total of 10 years.
This is his 10th year.
This is
it's his 9th year, right?
No, this is 10.
Well, he was 2012 to present, so it's 11 years.
No, I think end of this one is his 10 because
you're right.
2012
to
2013 is this
You're
season.
right.
So this
I hate counting things like that.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
Really weird.
It makes the NFL. It also makes NFL players' careers last longer.
Yeah.
We'll see in your head, you know.
Right.
So Bruce Weber at the end of the season will be at K-State for his 10th year. He has a grand total of, I believe, 2 NCAA tournament wins. Actually, does he?
Well,
does he even have 2?
That's incorrect.
How many?
He's got to have more.
Does he?
The year he went to the Elite Eight, he had 3.
Oh, I guess you're right.
And then I think he won another one outside of that, I believe.
He won a single. Okay.
I thought no, that was the same year. I think he did win a play-in game.
Yes, that was the play-in game. Because then
he's had 4 tournament appearances. I think only one of them were a first-round exit.
Well, no, because he lost to the Anteaters with his best team ever.
That was the first-round exit. The team also didn't have Dean Wade, so
yeah, 2 All Big 12 players though.
I'm just saying.
Okay, listen, I understand that.
Wait, doesn't he have 5 tournament appearances? 2017, 2018. Wait, I think it's doing this weird thing again. Okay, so
he lost first round when he won the Big 12 in 2013.
I guess those were the 2 there, yeah. No, didn't he go the year before that though?
In 2012? No.
No, I mean he went 2014. He went 2015, 2014. Did he not go 2013 also?
They won the playing game. No,
they lost to Cincinnati, right?
Was that not first round?
But that was 2013.
Yeah, that was okay. That's first round exit.
So there's 3. I don't know. It's counting it weird here. That's 3 of them though, and I think there's 2 more earlier because the year he won the Big 12, and I think another year around that time he also went.
Okay.
I think he's got 5.
That being said,
if half of the years.
You have, I'm as someone who was
Wikipedia's
at the time going to bat for Bruce Weber on this, saying that K-State had a chance to beat Virginia, I don't think he could do it. I don't think it would have happened. I think that we're just saying that because we want to think about us going to the Elite Eight because we beat Kentucky.
Right. We did beat Kentucky.
Right, of course.
That legitimized the run.
For you?
Yeah.
You think we beat a 1 seed because we beat Kentucky?
No, but beating a 3 seed is legitimate. That's a legitimate team you have to beat
to
go to the Elite Eight. No. They're at least a 4 seed.
I don't remember.
I guess they could have been the 5 seed.
I don't remember their exact.
Because we were in the 1 slot, so technically they could have been the 4 or the 5.
But the thing is, the thing that people always say is that Bruce never had good players. That's his fault. He can't fucking recruit.
Well, Bruce has had good players. He had the big 3 Xavier Sneed and Wesley Iwundu.
He did not recruit Wesley Iwundu.
Yeah, he did.
That freshman Wesley Iwundu was a Frank Martin recruit.
No. Wesley Iwundu played when we were in school, homie.
Yes.
There's no way.
His senior year was 2015.
I thought his senior year was 2016. I thought we got 2 years of Wesley
Either
Iwundu.
way, that makes him not a Bruce Weber recruit.
That does?
No, it doesn't. Bruce Weber came in 2012.
Yeah, 2012, 2013,
Yeah,
2014,
that means
2015.
Frank Martin got him on signing day in 2011.
No, that's 5 years. I don't know. We're running this math weird.
Are you doing toilet paper math?
Yes, absolutely. We're doing toilet paper math right now. It's just getting difficult.
We're doing dog water math, yeah. But I think Wesley Iwundu was a Bruce Weber recruit.
Okay, so 5 good players over 10 years. Great resume. I guess Nigel Pack, 6.
He's got a couple good guys this time around.
The entire recruiting class was so fed up with his coaching from our best recruiting class ever, in quotations, of 2019, that they left.
That's just the entire. I mean, that's just the transfer portal in a nutshell.
Dude, I just don't think it is. I think that all of these shortcomings can't be skirted off. And I think that if Bruce Weber was at literally any other Big 12 school, he would have been fired 3 years ago.
I don't think that's true.
And don't.
I think he's been better than Lon Kruger's been at Oklahoma, and Lon Kruger's been there a while.
I guess Lon Kruger doesn't have a Big 12 title.
Lon Kruger might still be there.
I don't know, man.
Oh no, he retired this year. That's right.
I just I get that he's technically won, one Big 12 title with mostly not his players and one Big 12 title with his players. And that's more than the rest of the league.
I guess it depends what you count.
But I don't know, dude, that
Lon Kruger never won a Big 12 title.
Yeah.
Not once.
That's true.
But he did go to the Final Four. So it depends on what you kind of count that as.
With Buddy Hield, I'm assuming. Yes.
Yeah, I think that was the Buddy Hield run, yeah.
Pretty good player.
Yeah. But other than that was his only time he ever made it past the Sweet 16.
I don't know.
Bruce Weber?
Oh yeah, let's look at the tournament here. You're pulling up. Jimmy, pull that up.
Bruce Weber has gone to the tournament 5 times. I was correct.
Okay.
Wikipedia is incorrect.
So 1, 2, 3 first round exits.
4 first round exits.
Holy shit!
But one of those he did win a playing game, so you can count that as whatever.
That is dog shit.
But he did go on an Elite 8 run. The
4
unforgivable
first round exits.
The 2 unforgivable years are the Big 12 championship rounds.
Yes, that alone should get you fired. I understand winning your conference is amazing, and that's something that every conference should strive for. Especially,
they were a 4 seed. I think both those years they were a 4 seed.
Yeah, we lost to LaSalle.
Oh, is that who we lost?
I think LaSalle we might have been a 3 seed.
Again, yeah. Oh, in Kansas City by 2. God damn. Although LaSalle did go to the Sweet 16 that year.
Well, yeah. Because they had to play. They had a 7 seed after us after beating a 3 seed.
No, after being a 4 seed, you play a 5 seed. Yeah, they beat. Wait, where'd it go? I lost it. Okay, there it is. LaSalle beat a 12 seed because they beat Ole Miss because Ole Miss upset a 5 seed Wisconsin, and then they had to play Wichita State, who went to the Final Four that year. So
yeah, that Wichita State game was really good. Yeah,
they were underranked. We know that.
Dude, I just don't know. 4 first round exits is just inexcusable.
Yes, but
that's so shit.
But all of his other stats basically pale in comparison to only the top 2 coaches of all time at K-State, Tex Winter and Jack Hartman.
Sure, but that just means K-State coaches have sucked, and we know
Actually,
that K-State basketball has been bad.
Sorry, he's still 4 wins away from passing Jack Gardner, who did go to 2 Final Fours, an NCAA championship game, and did win 3 regular season. So he's still below Jack Gardner, too.
Yes, K-State's best coach ever, of course.
Well, Tex Winter, probably.
Well, Tex Winter went to the NBA before he was really at K-State for very long.
He coached at K-State for 15 years.
That's pretty long. He's got a pretty big resume right there.
Yeah, he was just famous because of what he did in the NBA, because he invented the triangle offense for Michael Jordan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but yeah, he went to 2 Final Fours, 4 Elite 8s, 6 Sweet 16s. That's pretty good, I would say. And Jack Gardner had 2 Final Fours and an NCAA championship.
Yeah, and we lost to Kentucky in the Natty.
But Bruce Weber, 5 tournament appearances, 1 Elite 8, 2 Big 12 titles, Big 12 Coach of the Year. I don't really count that stuff.
Who cares?
Most wins by first-year coach in program history, which we call Frank Martin's recruiting class. Most conference wins by first-year coach, most conference wins in the first 2 years. Well, a lot of his stuff was his first 2 years, and then he kind of rode that out, and then he had the big 3.
I just think it's just time, man. Listen, we're making the same kind of arguments we made for Bill Snyder.
Yes.
No one was ever as successful at K-State other than Bill Snyder. The team will be better next year if he comes back and coaches these recruits again.
Nobody believed that by the time Bill Snyder was done. But I'm not sure. You see the players still go out to bat for him.
They should. That means he's a good person.
Again,
and K-State's going to lose.
K-State is going to lose. Well, because they did lose in the final minute. That's how it always goes.
Yeah. And there you go. There's another reason to get rid of Bruce Weber.
I know.
Bruce Weber has never had a last-second shot.
I'm playing the devil's advocate.
He's never had a last-second shot play, ever.
No, he's been terrible about that.
He's never been good in the final minutes of a game.
No.
You've never felt, K-State up 3, 25 seconds left. You're like, damn, they're gonna hit a 3.
I mean. You mean down 3? They're down 3 and they need to hit 3?
No, the team's going to come back and hit that 3.
Yeah, right. Well, but at the same time, this doesn't make a whole career, this has been I know you can say COVID or whatever, This has been a terrible year. This has been one of the worst Bruce Weber years.
Rebuilding years in a row is not a rebuild anymore. This has been bad coaching.
I know this has been a terrible year for rebuilding or for Bruce Weber promoting, but again, I wanted to play this side because I knew how strong you were on the other side. I'm probably pro Bruce Weber, moving on from Bruce Weber, but at the same time, there is an argument to be made.
I just don't think that a coach that recruited the 2 worst bigs I've ever seen play the sport in my entire life should be allowed to continue.
He's never had a good big man.
No.
And he just can't.
Well, DJ Johnson was pretty good, but I don't know if that was
DJ Johnson. Hot take. DJ Johnson wasn't that good at K-State. He has stuck around. He's playing in the G League right now. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, with the Pacers.
But he really was never. I know that I'm
a big DJ Johnson guy.
DJ Johnson was a great guy. He's a better ball player now.
Sure.
But at K-State, he never really did anything. Everybody wanted him to do so well because he was so nice. But he had like 20 points one time. We all went insane. And that was about it.
In 28 because he had 2 away from 30.
Yeah, he almost had 30. Yeah. I know.
That sucked.
Yeah. But I'm just saying. But I'm not here to totally defend Bruce Weber. But at the same time, he's a top 5 coach in K-State history, probably top 4. In the top 3, it's hard to pass. And Tex Winter, Jack Hartman, and Jack Gardner. Those are 3 pretty hard coaches to ever pass.
Yeah, but I just think it's time. I can't sit right with 2 good years and then all the other years being terrible. And like you said, this is a bad year for Bruce Weber to be bad, specifically because of Iowa State.
Yes, but one of the biggest things that you can point to, a team that's very similar, I think, to K-State in a lot of ways, that you can point to what they did, and now they're just they're searching for stability. Mizzou, I think Mizzou's very similar. I think you have to recruit the hell out of a player if you're ever going to get a top player, and you have to really build a recruiting class. You got to hope that they stay there a couple of years. You got to hope they build a good team. And once they got rid of, Frank Anderson, I think, was the coach that went to Arkansas. He ran the 60 minutes of hell. He ran the full court press the entire game. And then they had Frank Haith, who was the guy that kept on getting into NCAA violations and leaving the teams.
Yeah, he's at Tulsa now.
Yeah. And then they had Kim. Oh my God, this guy was like the worst.
It's not Kim Anderson.
I think it is Kim Anderson, but it always throws me off because I was thinking of Frank Anderson. Yeah, it is Kim Anderson, who was like an all-time terrible coach. That was one of the worst coaches of all time.
Well, yeah, I mean, and you have seen that Mizzou's basketball has been terrible for a while, but admittedly, Mizzou's been bad in a past couple of years where the SEC is coming out of nowhere and been good.
Well, but Kim Anderson was like famously terrible. I mean, he was over his time at Mizzou, he was 27-68 overall.
That's really terrible.
He won 5 games out of conference, 7 games out of conference, and 6 games out of conference.
What's Bruce Weber's all-time record at K-State?
All-time record? Way better than that. Would you believe that?
Yes, I would definitely believe that. But I just want to know. I want to know what it is.
Bruce Weber's all-time record at K-State is 143-85. He averages a .627 win percentage.
Interesting.
I'm just saying, and that if you dump Bruce Weber, you could be running into a Kim Anderson and then a Kwanzo Martin, who's also been terrible.
Sure.
Outside of recruiting Michael Porter Jr., which was the only reason they hired him.
But I don't think that's a reason to not move on when it's time from somebody. For someone saying, oh, we don't know if we can find somebody, that's not a good enough excuse.
I think it's harder to find a basketball coach than it is to find a football coach.
Sure, but that shouldn't be a reason that you stay with someone who's not the answer.
I'm with you, but at the same time,
I think you can. There's plenty of coaches out there. And also, why not let Shane Southwell take the reins? Almost beat West Virginia with 5 players. 6, excuse me.
I know. I think there's in-house options. I think there's options, but I think at the same time, I just don't. I think it's hard to say definitively it's time to move on from Bruce, but I think it'll always be hard to say.
It would be a lot easier if Bruce was like a jerk, but he's not. He's a very nice guy. But I'm on the train, bro. It's time.
Fair enough. All right, and scene. I'm definitely down to fire Bruce Weber. But I was mostly just here to play devil's advocate.
You did a good job.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think that is the case for Bruce, though. Is that the answer is it could get worse. It could get a lot worse.
Sure.
It could get better, is that I think if you have somebody who can essentially coach to Bruce's level, but can draw up any kind of late game strategy, I think K-State wins 3 or 4 more games.
Yeah.
I think they lost to TCU. The TCU game was unforgivable.
Yeah, horrendous.
And maybe you split some of the games that you've basically gone 1-4 in, where you beat Iowa State at an OT. That was the one win. But you lost to Oklahoma State. You lost to West Virginia. You lost to Iowa State recently.
Don't forget about losing to Kansas while being up 16.5.
Losing to Kansas. Yeah, you split those games and you win, 2 or 3 of them instead of 1 of them?
Yeah.
That's a big difference. Cats are in the tournament.
Yeah.
If you don't lose to West Virginia, or if you beat KU, or if you
beat Tech tonight.
Beat Tech tonight. Yeah, I guess
left.
Texas is Texas Tech is that 5th or 6th one.
Yeah.
Oklahoma was another one that was 6. Again,
there's
been 6 or 7 close games, and he's only won 1 of them.
That's just the season.
That is the argument against Bruce, is that this has been one of the Bruceiest Bruce years of all time.
Right.
Where he has teams that he has play close, and then he blows it in the last minute. But we need to keep it moving on. We're going to kind of pivot here. We're going to go back towards some Chiefs content.
Okay.
Our bread and butter here on here. Here's the thing, guys. We talked to Islanders all last season. The Islanders were exciting last year. They're kind of dog this year.
They lost to the worst team in the league to give them their 10th win, by the way.
And their
when that
first shutout for the franchise.
Yes. And when that team got their 10th win, it was in February.
Are you talking about the Montreal Canadiens?
Yes.
Oh, I was talking about the Seattle Kraken.
Oh,
they gave the Seattle Kraken the franchise's first shutout.
Yeah. So they gave the Kraken the franchise's first shutout. They gave the Canadiens their 10th win in February, meaning that the Canadiens are extra terrible, awful. You should beat them 42-0 kind of bad.
Yep, and they lost.
And they lost to them.
Okay,
convincingly.
So we're going to move on to the Chiefs.
So
Owen, a lot of people are, as we approach the draft and the offseason, are asking, what position should we improve on? I have a question for you. Mm-hmm. What positions should we not spend any resources on? I want to go the other way.
There's a wild... I know this is kind of might be a hot Chiefs
There's
take.
a layup. There's an obvious layup. What is it, Owen?
I'm taking it. I don't miss layups. Just kidding, I do if you ever see me play basketball.
Mike McGurl?
That's me. But the Chiefs do not need to draft at the quarterback position.
No, not unless maybe a 7th round pick to have it compete against the 3rd string. They always do that kind of shit.
Yeah, they'll just grab a quarterback free agency to do that. They'll grab Jordan Tiamu or something like that again.
Yeah.
And that really sucks because Jordan Tiamu was really good in college and he couldn't even find a practice squad.
Yeah, I miss the old Chiefs where they grab somebody exciting like that. You're like, ooh, he could start, and you're like, I want to see that guy go against Damian Heward.
Yeah, right.
That'd be really interesting.
But now
we're
we're
I remember when they grabbed Brady Quinn. I was like, oh fuck yeah, Brady Quinn. Fucking terrible.
And he started the game.
Dude, I remember getting excited for Kyle Orton. I was like, that's a slam dunk. Kyle Orton was probably the best quarterback in that entire stretch.
I legitimately did also remember getting excited for Kyle Orton.
Dude,
and also getting excited for Brady Quinn.
You know who I embarrassingly got really excited for?
Tyler Thigpen?
Peyton Hillis. Boy, I was excited when they signed Peyton Hillis. I was like, slam dunk. Holy shit.
Dude,
holy shit, I can't believe we got a Madden cover athlete.
Dude, just thinking about all these players that we used to get super excited for. Now we're like, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
We don't need to improve at the quarterback position. Why even have a backup, you know?
Yeah, it almost makes the offseason...
He'll just tank a concussion, no big deal.
It almost makes the offseason less exciting because you know that is for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, give me another one, Owen.
That they don't need to improve at?
Yep.
They do not actually need to improve at tight end.
God damn, that's what I also have. Are you reading my script?
No, I swear.
Don't. If you're looking over here,
promise.
I said Kelsey...
Me, who doesn't know dick about shit, also could have told you they don't need a tight end.
Yes, they also don't need a tight end. Kelsey, obviously the All-Pro and Noah Gray, possibly the future.
Also, Jody Fortson.
Yes, Jody Fortson is an interesting lottery ticket, depending on how he comes back from injury. And I think Blake Bell's always a solid backup there if Noah Gray doesn't progress. Yeah, see, that's the thing that Noah Gray is a Travis Kelce type, and I'm not sure you needed to draft one of those.
I think they just thought they were getting good at a wide receiver type position, you know?
I don't know, man.
They just knew Blake Bell wasn't very good at catching.
Noah Gray's a bit of a wasted pick, I'll say that.
4th round.
The 3rd round.
3rd round?
I thought. Let me bring it up. Let me double check it. I thought he was the 3rd round.
We could be wrong because this is Dahm. That's true. We do just say things and they get fact checked by Evan later.
That is true. Noah Gray was drafted 5th round, actually. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Final pick.
Okay, then I'm.
We're both wrong.
All right.
Oh
yeah.
my
Okay.
God.
The fact that it was later, then I'm fine with it.
Evan's gonna tear us apart.
I'm actually fine with that because he's kind of been a bust.
I mean, he's a 5th rounder. You know,
We
can't expect everybody to be Turk Wharton or L'Jarius Sneed.
Wharton's a bad example of it. The best late round pick by the Chiefs in the last couple of years, either L'Jarius Sneed or Trey Smith.
What about Tyreek Hill?
Tyreek Hill's a different situation.
Yeah.
Everybody knew Tyreek Hill was a first round talent. It was who would draft him first.
That's right. Trey Smith in the 6th is pretty nuts.
Okay.
Starter in the 6th is pretty insane.
Yeah. Here's my next pick.
Okay.
Interior offensive line.
Oh, solid. Yeah.
Yeah. Guard, center, don't need it. The tackle position, I think you've got to re-sign Orlando Brown.
I think we franchise tag him.
You know, I might be the only one. I'm not a huge fan of Orlando Brown. He just gets beat sometimes.
I think.
Dude.
Well,
he's slow.
He got beat mostly in the beginning of the season, and I think the last 6 games he did not allow. I don't remember him allowing that many.
Also, sorry, we missed this, but Aaron said he got the fish sweats on the fucking toilet.
Oh God!
Oh
dude.
my God. UK had 5. Oh, UK. Oh, yeah. When we beat Kentucky, sorry, we also missed that totally.
Yeah.
But when we beat Kentucky in the Sweet 16 to go to the Elite 8, they did have 5 NBA players.
Well, that's just the Ahmad Wainwright tax.
Oh yeah, Ahmad Wainwright was so good for us.
Dude, he was like he was like the ultimate role player. Made no mistakes, could jump 85,000 feet in the air.
It really sucks that you can't take the rate town out of the boy. That's really upsetting.
I mean, it really mostly sucks for him because he was just in the car, right?
Who knows, man.
Whatever.
Technically, yes, but
feel
who
bad
knows?
for the guy.
Okay.
Bad decision ruins a college career.
Yes, that's fair. I think he got to go back and play college somewhere, but
He did.
So yeah, but I think the interior offensive line for the Chiefs is set.
Yeah.
Trey Smith, Creed Humphrey, and Joe Tooney.
Oh yeah, just all pro.
Pretty good.
Not all pro, but used to be all pro. Should have been all pro this
PFT
year.
All Pro.
Yeah, should have been all pro.
I think like all 3 Chiefs. Well, Creed and Tooney were both All Pros for PFF.
Yeah, and that's the first time that I agree with semi-pro football out of focus. Creed
I'm
Humphrey
not sure they're terrible at evaluating offensive lines, but I think sometimes their skill positions get a little.
Yeah, it's true. With their weird ass stats, like this is why, this player is way better, and you're like, that boy nice,
Yeah.
The eye test.
You got that dog in him.
Yeah, exactly. The fucking eye test.
I want a podcast where they just say he got that dog.
He got that.
Goddamn, dude.
We will be saying that on this podcast about certain players.
Yes.
Anyway, Truman, I'm going to take the next position that Chiefs don't need to draft. It's going to be a little bit of a hot take here. Wide receiver.
Wow, I actually have this. You're not going to believe this.
Did you actually?
Can you read this?
No, I'm straight up not looking
Read
at
this.
it.
Read this right now. Hot take? ? Wide receivers? That's what I wrote. I wrote that down.
People
I
always
think
talk
if they
about,
re-sign Byron, because technically Byron Pringle is a free agent.
right.
I think there's some re-signing that needs to go on there.
Gets re-signed.
What?
I really, from the bottom of my heart, want him to.
If they don't re-sign Byron Pringle, then they do have to draft a wide receiver in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, I think they will. And that's,
Okay,
that's
then-
just unfortunate for us cats.
Okay, well that's not what this is about then.
Well,
I said who do we need to spend no resources on?
yeah, well, I don't think they do. I think they will. I think they don't need to spend resources on re-signing Byron Pringle. I think they will.
I think they should.
I think that McCole Hardman is actually, I'm a McCole Hardman hater, but I'm also a McCole Hardman stats reader.
McCole Hardman is your Debo Samuel going forward.
Yeah,
Which
That's
he
fine.
feels he feels like a running back role more than he feels a wide receiver.
yeah, but
you
he's
still need another wide
he's
receiver.
a yak attack, dude. He gets still insane yards after catch.
They don't have a second wide receiver right now.
I know. And I think they should re-sign Byron Pringle, but I don't think they will because I think the Chiefs will think they can improve upon him in the draft.
Incorrectly, might I add. What were you coming here to say, Vincent?
I have a hot take for you guys as well. Where do you think the Chiefs don't need to improve past this? Past what we've already talked about?
Special teamers.
Not what I had to say.
They don't need to improve kicker or punter.
Fair enough. That's not what I had.
What do you think?
Oh my God! Don't say it. Oh my God!
What do you think I'm going to say, Truman?
Just say it already.
We don't need to improve safeties.
I know. I know you were going to say Daniel Sorensen.
I literally Googled what position Daniel Sorensen played so I could come over. And
the problem is, I also kind of agree with you because if the Chiefs keep Tyrann Mathieu and Juan Thornhill,
the issue is they have to re-sign Tyrann Mathieu, so technically that would be spending resources on it. Other than that, they are kind of set at safety because they could kind of draft because the draft is fairly deep where they could draft another safety in the 4th round and probably be all right. But yeah, no, fuck your Daniel.
This is just another year where I'm excited for the draft, man. I haven't, last year was the most excited I've ever been about the draft because I felt like the Chiefs very obviously had positions they needed to improve upon and were obviously going to be.
Right.
This year, there's not any, I think the Chiefs do need defensive linemen. I think Frank Clark needs to be off the books.
I think Frank Clark will be off the books, but he's got to be like a post-June 1st cut or whatever it is.
Yeah. I think that we do need to draft a defensive end. I think the Chiefs need to get stronger there. Or defensive line in general. But other than that, the Chiefs are like fairly solid at all the other position groups. Maybe corner. Maybe another corner.
Yeah.
But this is just a let Brett Veach cook kind of year. Just like let him do whatever the fuck he wants.
I agree, but man, I'm very interested. Finally, the Chiefs has a 1st-round pick. That's the issue, is that Brett Veach truly understands what to do with your draft picks, and the answer more and more so becomes fucking trade them away. And Brett Veach trades his 1st round away so often that we've had one in the last like 4 years. So I don't ever get hyped up for the draft.
Who was our 1st-round pick? Oh, yeah, Clyde. Oh,
and I think
could have had DK Metcalf.
What I think the year before that,
Taylor.
No, the DK Metcalf year was McCole Hardman, and you couldn't have had him.
Do we need to talk about that? Do we need to talk about how Veach has been in the draft?
He's been good.
Have
you looked at the charts? It was like added value through the draft. Brett Veach was number 1 by like
really?
A lot. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I feel like as Chiefs fans, the misses that he's had have just been so glaring. Like in terms of I do like McCole Hardman. I think he adds a lot to the team. But
you like who?
McCole Hardman. But I think 50% of the wide receivers taken in that draft are better than him.
Well, yeah, I mean that's I don't know, man.
And they were all on the board when McCole Hardman got picked.
Debo Samuel was on the board.
DK Metcalf was on the board.
He was not on the board.
Yes, he was.
I don't think he was. Oh my god, you guys want to hear the loudest noise ever? I didn't mean to do that.
I think DK Metcalf got drafted after McCole.
I thought he got drafted early in that 2nd round.
DK Metcalf draft. There you go. How the 8 wide receivers drafted ahead of DK Metcalf so far? 2020. Okay. Marquise Brown.
Yeah.
And Keel Harry drafted in front of him.
Yeah.
Debo
First round.
Samuel,
Oh, Debo Samuel was
AJ
1st round.
Brown. McCole Hardman, McCole Hardman.
Was drafted before DK Metcalf?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
it was AJ Brown that got drafted before him.
Paris Campbell.
That's right.
Andy Isabella. Oh, yeah, Andy Isabella.
I'm sorry, I got confused. It was the other Ole Miss wide receiver because neither of them had got picked on the first day, and they were like, "What the fuck?"
Jeez, Truman, tell me if you've heard this player's name before. JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
I think so, but
he got drafted before DK Metcalf. Who is that? Can you guess what team drafted him?
I saw it. It was the Eagles.
Yes, they're terrible at the draft.
Yeah, I get it, but at the same time, his hits though have been great. Are you actually afraid of A-Rod to the Broncos?
No, and here's
really.
why.
But I do thank you for the cheers.
No, why? No, and here's why. Von Miller no longer plays for the Broncos. If Von Miller still played for the Broncos, I would fear them. But he doesn't, so he can't wreck us anymore, and so I'm not scared. No matter who they get, they will still not have a good defensive line because Von Miller no longer exists there. The end.
That's fair.
Von Miller absolutely was just a monster. One of the most underrated players in recent memory, honestly, just because he played for the Broncos. He was on that defensive team, that basically dragged... why did I say it like that? That basically dragged. I was going to say drug, and then I changed my mind. But he was on the team that dragged Peyton Manning's carcass across the finish line to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been underrated. I just don't think that Von Miller's been talked about enough about how good he's been. But yeah, no.
Well,
not too
fair.
scared.
I'm very excited for this draft, and we've got plenty more to say about it.
Where's your What is your top position that the Chiefs need?
Defensive line.
I
You have to add sacks back. That was the true recipe to what made them so successful when they won the Super Bowl. Is they were like top 15 or top 12 in sacks, I think.
Yeah, we just needed a mediocre defensive line, not a bad one.
Yeah, we were 29th. I think you need to re-sign Melvin Ingram, and I think you draft a defensive end to go on the other side, and I think you keep Chris Jones and maybe I think you let Derek Nottie walk.
Is Colin Saunders still under contract?
Yeah, he should be.
He's been injured a lot, poor kid.
Yeah, I think Colin Saunders, Chris Jones, Tariq Wharton. I think you let Jaron Reed go, but he might have another year.
Jaron Reed's been awful, man.
I think you signed him to a 2-year deal, but I think you go and draft a defensive end.
I think it's man a quarter.
And I think you re-sign Melvin Ingram.
Yep.
All right, you ready? You ready to get into our final topic of the day? Owen?
Let's do it, gamer.
The biggest debate point of it. I think actually this is odd. Oh, never mind. I thought they'd played the same number of games. We were going to talk about Priest Holmes versus Jamal Charles. Actually, Priest Holmes played 6 fewer games than Jamal Charles, but honestly pretty close. It's actually kind of crazy.
Interesting.
Yes. Are you ready to talk about it?
Yeah, here. You got those stats pulled up. I'm going to pull up something as well. But yeah, I'm ready to talk about it.
Yeah, I've got stats pulled up. I mean, you're on the Jamal Charles side, right?
Yes.
Is that we've talked about...
Jamal Charles is like, if he didn't play for the Chiefs, he would already be in the Hall of Fame just because of his numbers. Like, if he was playing on a team that wasn't consistently, like, one of the worst in the league, he'd be much better.
Here's the issue. How many full seasons do you think Jamal Charles played?
Full seasons?
Where he started the entire year.
7.
He started the entire season 3 times.
Really? Only 3 times?
Yes, because in 2008 through 2010, he started like in his first year he only started 2 games. In his second year he started 10 games of the 15, and in his third year he started 6 of the 16. So there's just weird stuff going on when he was playing. But he was, I think, an All-Pro that year. I think that's what that means. Yeah, he was first team All-Pro. So I'll give you 3 years. How about that?
Interesting.
I mean, 4 years. Sorry. He made 4 Pro Bowls.
That's good.
Yeah, but I mean, so did Priest. Priest Holmes made 3 Pro Bowls, and Priest Holmes has more All Pros. He was All Pro 3 times, and Jamal Charles was
and that's
All-Pro
something
twice.
that I actually want to talk about here in a second once I figure out how to word what I'm trying to say here.
Well, and I think this is also one of those situations where you might be debating Travis Kelce and Gronk, right? Is that
They're
Jamal
both very,
Charles,
very good.
sadly in this round, might be Gronk. Because the best thing you can be, Owen, is available. And Priest Holmes was more available over his career than Jamal Charles was.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He did falter a bit down the stretch. And also, I think there's something to take in about how old Priest Holmes was when he got to be in his prime. But what were you going to say?
I'm just wanting to compare the offensive lines from Priest Holmes' best year and Jamal Charles' best year, and I just wanted to go down the list of those players and see if you can remember the names of the players for Priest Holmes.
From the 2001 Chiefs, Priest Holmes' best year?
I think
No,
it'll be
can't.
pretty easy to remember those because I think they're some of the best O-linemen of all time.
Well, there's Will Shields. There's... Yeah, I'm going to pull it up, but I'll try to do it. Will Shields... it hasn't been pulled up yet. Willie Roaf.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really the only 2 I remember. I remember there was other solid ones there. But like Jeff Saturday wasn't playing for him yet. Let's see here. Let's see. I've got it right here. All right. By numerical. Or let's go by position. How about that? Offensive line. You ready?
Yep.
The starting offensive line. Will Shields, John Tate, Marcus Spears, Casey Wegman, who was good, and Willie Roaf wasn't even on Brian Waters is the other guard there, really.
Willie Roaf wasn't on that team?
No, he wasn't on that team yet.
Weird. Maybe he was in 2002.
I think that's 2003, yeah, that you're waiting on Willie Roaf.
Weird. Okay, so Truman, can you pull up the 2013 Chiefs defensive line? That is when Jamal Charles had the most yards from scrimmage.
Yes. Vet minimum. OBJ to the Chiefs for ultimate hype boy team? There's no way, man. Will you re-sign Orlando Brown? I do hope so, but I don't know if I can trust it.
Yeah, so actually Priest Holmes has much more yards because of availability, Drew.
Right. Well, the thing about Priest Holmes is that he played 7 years, or he played like four years before he got to the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
He played 4 years in Baltimore.
Yeah, in Baltimore.
Yeah. But he does have 700 more yards over his career than Jamal Charles
From
does
scrimmage?
in 6 less games. Yeah. It might just be rushing yards.
I'd believe that. I think that...
Yeah, these are just rushing yards. Jamal Charles does add on another 2,500 in his career for rushing, or for receiving, while Priest Holmes, actually adds on more, 2,900.
Mm-hmm.
So Priest Holmes does have more in less games than Jamal Charles.
Gotcha.
But Jamal Charles technically played 16 games his first year when he only rushed the ball 67 times. So,
yeah. But
Priest Holmes was doing that kind of stuff too when he played from 97 to 2000, where he played 16-9, 16-7.
Yeah. So with the years of Kansas City, Jamal Charles averaged 6 yards per touch of the ball.
I know
Which is fucking crazy,
right? And it's crazy to think that even with those numbers, he was still worse than Priest Holmes was overall.
And yeah, it's pretty insane.
I mean, just overall numbers.
Do you have that offensive line pulled up yet?
Yeah. This is a better one than you're thinking.
Oh, yeah?
Brandon Albert, who ended up being a really solid left tackle.
That's good. That's true.
Jeff Allen.
Okay, very good.
Jeff Stradamus, right?
Yeah, Jeff Stradamus. Yeah, great Twitter follow, by the way.
Rodney Hudson.
Pretty good. Trader, though.
Well, yeah. John Asamoah, which, I guess he kind of went away. And Eric Fisher.
That is pretty good.
Pretty good offense.
First round overall pick, though.
Yeah.
Eric Fisher.
Yeah.
Which is
first overall
funnily
pick of the
enough,
draft
dude,
that year.
Have you?
He was a rookie that year.
Speaking of that 2013 draft.
Trade up for the Purdue cornerback. Ooh, this is a deep DB draft. I do believe in trading up for it, probably. I don't know. I think the Chiefs actually probably. I think Brett Veach. He's gonna trade back. I bet he trades back and gets more second round picks. I bet he drafts like 2 or 3 in the second round and 2 or 3.
Well,
in the
Chiefs
third
already
round.
have 2 second round picks, right?
I think we've got an extra third round pick.
Extra
Or
third
2
from the
third
coach?
round picks, I think, from
Ryan
Poles going to
somebody else.
The
I know though
Bears.
it's either a second or third round pick that the Chiefs have. So
I
I don't know. I think the Chiefs can't afford to give up another first rounder in a fan perspective. I think fans are itching for a high impact.
It doesn't matter what the fans want.
But then again, if the Chiefs trade back and get a second rounder in exchange for giving up their first rounder, and they move 10 spots back, is that really that big of a difference?
Oh, so the Chiefs get 2 third round picks, but it's 1 this year, 1 next year.
Oh, okay.
For Ryan Poles.
I mean, no one's better at drafting a third round than Brett Veach.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, here, just finish my thought on the 2013 draft though. Have you ever looked back at it? There was like nobody.
Terrible. Yeah.
There was like legit nobody.
Eric Fisher would still probably go top 10.
If it was redrafted, he might still go first overall. Just for longevity.
I think like Russell Wilson was drafted that year, wasn't he?
In 2013? I don't know.
But he was drafted like hold on.
A 5th round or something.
Let me look at the redrafting of the 2013 draft. Let's bring it up.
This is fun.
Oh no, the NBA.
Ew, NBA.
Ew, yuck, ew, gross.
The NBA is the most fun sport to tweet about on Twitter, but
watch. Travis Kelce was picked that year. Whoa, number 1 pick would be Travis Kelce, which is kind of crazy.
Okay, that's fair.
DeAndre Hopkins, who also
D-Hop was in 2013.
He went pretty late. Let's see. Oakland Raiders would have drafted David Bakhtiari.
Bakhtiari, yeah.
Lane Johnson, that's an all-pro.
Yeah.
Darius Slay.
Wow. Oh wait, this is just going by team. This is just going by what each team.
No, this is still the best teams probably, or the best picks. Xavier Rhodes would have gone
because
6th.
The Chiefs were the first round. They're literally redrafting it with the teams, not the players.
No, they are redrafting it, just totally different teams. New York Jets picked Tyrann Mathieu. It's totally different.
No, the Jets picked 9th in that draft. The Chiefs picked 1st in that draft.
Okay,
the team order's the same.
Yeah. Team order should be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. Okay, I see what you're saying now.
I just want to see where Eric Fisher would go now.
But,
Eric Fisher would have only dropped down to the 11th pick, which is kind of crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
But what's even funnier is that Luke Jokel fucking dropped like so. Everybody was debating Luke Jokel or Eric Fisher. Fucking hats off to the Chiefs for not drafting Luke Jokel, who I thought was the slam dunk. I couldn't believe he drafted Eric Fisher.
Yeah.
But they knew. That's why they make the big bucks.
I mean, I can tell you that after the 2012 season, I'm not going to lie to you, Truman, I didn't really pay attention to the 2013 draft.
Bro, I'm really burping up some fish right
now. I can say that I really started my extra hardcore my Chiefs fandom probably in 2014.
Yeah, that's fair.
2014. I don't know 2013. I didn't watch the 2013 draft, but 2013 was the year that we won 8 straight to go to the playoffs, or 10 straight.
It was the first year of Andy Reid.
Yeah, that was the year we went. Yeah, won 10 straight or whatever.
Yeah, well, I think they started off better, but I can't remember. I'm not totally sure because 2012 was the worst year ever.
Well, yeah,
that was the darkest year.
Yeah,
that was the Romeo Cornell, Javon Belcher.
Yeah, just not.
That was like down the street from me. Did you believe that he killed his girlfriend and himself? Well, not himself. He killed himself at the Chiefs practice facility, which was insane.
That's
but
pretty wild.
He killed his girlfriend. That was down the road from me. That was in Raytown.
That's pretty crazy, man.
That was, literally 2 to 3 minutes away from my house.
But yeah, Eric Fisher wouldn't have even dropped, and that's why Jamal Charles is better than Priest Holmes. Why? Because he would have dropped in the round, so not 5 Hall of Famers on the line.
That's not 5 Hall of Famers that Priest Holmes had.
I know.
Priest Holmes had, he had solid guys. Brian Waters isn't going to the Hall of Fame. Right?
Probably not.
I don't think so. He might have. Well, no, I don't think he did.
All I'm trying to say is that I've you hear talk on Twitter that Jamal Charles is clearly worse than Priest Holmes. And
he's not clearly worse, but
I just think that's not true.
It was also different NFLs as it always is. It was easy. It was harder. The defenses were better back then. I will say that.
And after looking at his stats, after looking at his actual stats on Pro Football Reference, I think it's right. I don't think he'll end up going to Jamal Charles will go to the Hall of Fame.
No,
he won't. He had too many games where he was injured.
He had. So here's the record. 3 best seasons. If you look at the 3 best seasons,
right?
Jamal Charles 1509, 1467, 1287. Priest Holmes
best rushing seasons
1615, 1555, 1420. Those 3 are better than the other 3. I was with you. Before going into this, I was with you that Jamal Charles was probably better than Priest Holmes.
Legit looking at this
the
same way.
This is better. Priest Holmes was probably better.
But I think
overall touchdowns?
I think that for the most part though, that he still had is it not even close?
Bro, Priest Holmes had about double the touchdowns.
Holy shit.
Priest Holmes had 86 touchdowns. Jamal Charles had 44.
I still think though, Truman,
44
that overall.
That seems really low.
Yeah. Right? I'm also shocked because he had 5. He had almost 1/8 of his career touchdowns in one game against the Raiders. Although wait, he did have 20 receiving touchdowns, which I think 4 of those were. And Jamal and Priest Holmes only had 8 receiving touchdowns. So there you go.
Did he have 40 receiving touchdowns?
What? No, Jamal Charles had 20.
Oh, 20
or 24 receiving touchdowns. 20. He had 20 receiving touchdowns. Jamal Charles only had. Or Priest Holmes only had.
That's
8.
still around 30 more for Priest, but I still think that Priest Holmes had the advantage of a better O-line for longer than Jamal Charles had.
Only 3 years. Only 3 years. Because after those years, they did run him into the ground and he did drop off. He did get hurt.
But Priest Holmes played with Trent Green and Jamal Charles played with an array of the worst quarterbacks we've ever seen.
Yes and no. He got a couple good years with Alex Smith.
Yeah, but later in his career,
his best year was with Alex Smith. That 2013 year was
true.
with Alex Smith. Alex Smith was there.
See, and that's what I'm trying to say is that Priest Holmes had good quarterback play the whole time.
No.
Well, not the whole time, but for a larger portion than Jamal Charles.
Trent Green was good for a couple years. He was good for 3 or 4.
Trent Green is underrated. Better stats than Tom Brady in Tom Brady's first MVP year.
Are you talking about 2003? Was that?
Yes.
The Brady,
And it wasn't close either. He had 500 more yards and 8 more touchdowns. It was crazy. But he played for the Chiefs, so they were not good.
I don't know, man. Priest Holmes also had 27 rushing touchdowns that year. That's insane.
That's so good.
That's half of Jamal Charles' career in one season.
So good.
He did it in 2 seasons. He had 27 and 21.
What year was that?
In 2002 and 2003, he had 21 and then 27, which is 48, which is more than Jamal Charles' 44 for his career rushing. That's insane. That is an insane.
Yeah, I know, but I can't. So good. I can't say anything.
Somebody asked after the fish sandwich tasting, how are y'all not popping mints, man? Because we're just so used to each other at this point.
We don't have mints.
Honestly, the butt smells are probably worse than the mouth smells.
You been ripping ass over there?
Not really. Not too bad,
Me either.
honestly. I'm doing all right. Actually, the burps are really bad, but...
Thank God I haven't smelled those.
Yeah. Wow. I think we both came in here thinking that Jamal Charles was going to be the runaway favorite.
Dude, Priest
no
Holmes
pun intended.
Priest Holmes kind of blown him out of the water.
But Priest Holmes is I think markedly better.
He's that dude.
I think maybe because we were young, that might be one of those where maybe you
Jamal
just didn't
Charles'
appreciate.
First hero, you know.
You might not have appreciated what Priest Holmes was doing.
I mean, I didn't watch that much of Priest Holmes. I mean, what was Priest Holmes' last year? Yeah, I was 8 when he last really played.
Oh, in 2003?
I mean, in his best year, I was 6.
Yeah.
I don't think I can remember anything from when I was 6 years old.
Right. We were 6, yeah. But I do remember Priest Holmes being that guy.
I do remember him being that guy on Madden 2004. That's for sure.
Yeah. I think I remember the no punt game.
I don't.
Where the Chiefs played the Colts and neither of them punted the ball.
I don't, man.
I think I remember that because my dad was...
Beside himself.
He worked at Ameristar, and they would have him go in and announce... Actually, I think of a later game. I'm thinking of 2007 when they lost to the Colts because I think it was at the Colts.
Yeah.
But he would go and for their sports bar, he would announce the games for them. It was pretty fun. And did giveaways and stuff. That was a good couple years. I remember being really sad because I was like, we're not gonna be able to watch the games. And then I actually started going. I'm like, oh dude, this is way fucking better. That's why I still to this day, honestly, just love going to sports bars to watch games.
Yeah.
I think it's just such a fun atmosphere.
It is.
Also, somebody hit the craziest straw. You ever seen the thing where they put the package on?
From our childhood?
Dude, this was the craziest thing I've ever... Because it's still... I almost don't believe it happened. You seen the people go... Where they blow the straw wrapper off and it, hits somebody across from them? This person I saw, they're like, watch this. And they go... And that thing flew 50 feet.
What?
I mean, it flew across from here to the door of my apartment and landed on someone's shoulder and just rested perfectly. You don't forget something like that.
And you were just like, I've seen the most incredible trick shot of all time.
I honestly didn't respect it enough as a kid. I was like, haha, that's pretty funny, landing on that guy's shoulder. Thinking back on it, that was insane. That was an insane thing that happened. I mean, just...
Core memory of someone...
And maybe I was a kid. Maybe it wasn't as far as I thought. But maybe, it's still pretty impressive if they could do that from here to Joe.
Yeah, that's a really good shot.
If I could do that from here to the door and land it on someone's shoulder.
No, that's a good shot. No, that's pretty crazy. I'm glad you have a flashbulb memory of that because I liked hearing about that.
Yeah. But I think that's...
I remember a flashbulb memory that I have as a kid is knocking down a squirrel nest. That's what I remember.
Interesting.
We climbed up in trees and, squirrels were annoying, so we knocked down their nests.
I remember some kid claiming I punched him in the face in kindergarten, and I didn't do it. I remember pretty sure I didn't do it, but maybe I did do it.
Speaking of kindergarten, though, and our first memories, have you seen that TikTok? It's you as a kindergartner gaining sentience on the playground. Yeah. That shit is so fucking true. Dude. It's not even funny.
I remember the first girl.
It's like...
Bro, I remember the first girl I ever thought was cute, dude. First grade.
Wow.
I was already on. I was really never at the girls are yucky face, honestly. I always thought girls are fucking hot. Yeah.
Nice, dude, nice.
Oh, yeah, no. There was this girl named Daisy, first grade. Yeah.
You hear that yet?
Dude,
I we have behind door number 2. Come on out, Daisy.
See,
Can
I
you
can
imagine?
See, the only reason that I didn't become romantically like interested in girls until like I don't know, I think it was like 4th or 5th grade is because like
45th grade, goddamn, you're old.
oh my lord, because like literally from birth, I had two friends that were twin girls, and they were like my best friends, and so like it was weird for me to see anybody like that. But I remember this very specifically. When I was in like kindergarten and 1st grade, I did have a really hot neighbor.
Yeah?
Yeah. She was
a real girl next door, huh?
Yeah, she was probably like 14 or whatever. So, but I was like, "Oh my lord, that is the prettiest girl I've ever seen." So, yeah.
And what's her name?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, damn.
I never talked to her. She was like way older than me. I don't know her name.
Imagine not knowing your neighbor's name. Kind of cringe.
It was back when I didn't.
That's what's wrong with kids these days. They never go out and talk to their neighbors.
Yeah, dude. That's why you never got any.
Because I didn't talk to my 14-year-old neighbor as I was like 5-year-old.
Oh, was that the deal?
Damn, that's my bad.
Oh, I guess that's fair.
I wasn't also 14.
So you're saying you want to go
See,
after something
you were
that's
the
34
oldest.
right
That was
now?
your problem. I had older sisters, and you're like, dude, they're friends. Hot, dude.
Dude,
So...
yeah. My
and like
friends
looking
had
back on them, they're fine.
My
They're-
friends had the hot sisters.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good. That's a good spot to
And
be
they're all
in, though.
married now.
It's a better spot. Oh, damn, brutal. Bad spot to be in.
But they're all older. I was like, wow, these are the prettiest girls ever. And my friend's like, dude, don't tell me your sister's hot. I'm like,
All right.
your sisters are hot.
All right, we've officially moved on from the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Priest
because
Holmes
we're
versus
sad that Priest
Jamal
Holmes looks
Charles.
so much better.
I think
All
we're
right,
fair
top
to accept.
5 hot friend sisters.
All right, number 1, Truman Steve.
Yes, yeah, let's go. Wait. You're just saying that like I'm hot, right?
Of course.
All right, we're moving on just because I'm scared.
Oh, sorry. You wanted the list to be hot people with sisters?
Oh, yes. Me.
That's fine.
Me, number 1.
Truman can be number 1 of
Owen, number 2. Joe, number 3.
hot people with do you have a sister?
How many siblings do you think I have?
Are you a no sibling gamer?
Guaranteed you're both wrong.
Wait, do you have like? Are you one of those people with like 7 siblings? Yeah, I'm going with 7. Over under at 7, Truman.
Oh, it might be 0.
I'm going with. I'm setting the over under at 7 because I think it's 7.
I think I'm remembering something.
I think it's 7.
I think it might be 3.
I am one of 12.
Whoa! All right.
On God, you're both wrong.
All right, sweet. Hot people. Hot
And they're
people.
all boys, no sisters. Imagine no.
I was like, what the odds?
The odds.
So Vincent's in the group.
Okay,
Losing
Vincent's
the
in
50-50.
so we're all in the hot
12
people with
times in a
sisters
row.
group. Nice.
Oh, I guess we can put Tina on there too. She's got a sister.
Yep. And
Rounds out
she's
our
hot.
Rounds out our top 5.
Number 1, Tina. For me, everybody else has to put her number 5.
Yeah, I'll put it number 1.
Hey, wait, whoa! You said that too easy. Hold on.
You think I'm not putting you at number 1?
Oh, okay. Wait. Where's a respectful place to put her? All right. Here we go. So we are going to officially move on. We're going to say Jamal Charles, probably a little worse than
But
Priest
still really
Holmes.
good.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Priest Holmes was just that dude.
We will say neither of them are Hall of Famers. That's the most
That is
heartbreaking
the hard
part.
thing. But no one will be as statistically anomalous as Jamal Charles's yards per carry.
I'm not even sure where we landed on the Bruce Weber subject. I think
Get him out.
we're
did.
probably fire Bruce, but I think
That's
at
easy.
this-
You're like, and scene. Fuck Bruce Weber.
I mean, I'm still on a fire Bruce kick just because of how bad he is in the late game. But at the same time, if you do look at his overall record, it's really not terrible. But
it's not-
and I get what people say about
You don't
being.
have
We don't
to
need to rehash it, but yeah, I'm just.
I mean, I just think K-State fans settle for mediocre too much and try to. We can be better. There's no reason why we couldn't get.
No, you're a
a better
Power
offer.
5 team, but at the same time,
The only problem is that KU is in your conference,
yeah, that is true.
and they're the in-state rival. So
That's why football's about to get so exciting, because the KU is leaving.
you think KU is going to leave the conference.
No, because Texas and Oklahoma, who are the KUs of Big 12 football,
Oh yeah,
are leaving. Really, Oklahoma. Texas has been bad,
Texas been ass,
but that's exciting.
and it's exciting. But
All right.
yeah, that's the only reason why K-State fans hold basketball. Want this thing to happen is because your in-state rival is KU, which is I don't know top 5 basketball program all time.
Yeah, but you want to keep doing better.
Right. I mean, and it's so funny because they only have 2 national championships, having had a whole bunch of really, really good teams. But at the same time,
5 national champions?
no, I mean for basketball.
2 in the modern era.
Wait, they have 5?
Yeah, they've
In
got like
basketball?
3 that don't really count, but
Oh,
they've got
Wilt?
2 that count. Yeah, they've got like ones where like there was like 4 people in the tournament or like no people in the tournament.
Oh,
They've got
okay.
like 3 of those.
Whatever. But yeah, I mean with
Only one Elite 8 in the last 22 years.
Really?
Oh, no, sorry. No, sorry. No. I'm thinking of Final Fours, which also I forgot they made it back after a bit. But
I mean, yeah.
I'm thinking
when your
thinking
in-state
of national titles.
when your in-state rival is Kansas, which is a
I'm off.
perennial
I'm way off.
which is a perennial 1 seed.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of hard not to be like, damn, we need to, compete with them.
Well, they've also only had like 1 national title in the last 25 years. I don't know if you're really a blue blood anymore.
That's okay, you guys that.
I know. All right, you ready to do a top 5?
Yeah.
Got top 5 clothing accessories. You got your list ready? Nope.
No.
All right, I've got my list ready, and this was your top 5 that you came up with, so you can go second. Vincent, do you have a one? All right, Vincent's gonna make one as well. We'll let you go last.
I didn't expect it to
I'm
be
pulling
yours.
mine
I'm not
up.
gonna lie.
I'm pulling mine up.
All
Don't
right,
worry.
I've got my
Okay, 2 jokes.
list
That was
ready to
it.
rock.
Okay.
All right, number 5, rings. As an accessory, rings. I don't know, man. Maybe it's my fingies. It's just they get a little uncomfortable. They still look cool. I wish I could pull off rings because I like the look of a ring, but like I just can't pull it off, or like it just gets uncomfortable on my fingers, and I just can't do it. I get too fidgety. I fidget too much to have rings. Number 4, earrings. I'm not really like super hot for them, and I obviously never had earrings, but my girlfriend does have earrings and she really seems to enjoy them. And everybody that I think has ever had an earring, like I would say earrings have like a 70 to 80% enjoyability rate, I would say, to people that enjoy them, to people that don't enjoy them and are like, all right, this was a mistake. And I'd say that's pretty impressive for piercing things through your skin and being like, that's pretty cool. So earrings get number 4 for me. Number 3 for me, shoes. I'm just not a huge shoes guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a big sneakerhead guy. I did like a pair of boots. I do like how I look at them. And Crocs, obviously, are the ultimate accessory, but I just, shoes for me are just, wow, now the fish sandwich is really fighting back on me. Shoes for me are just not as high as they are for a lot of people, I think.
Top 5.
I hate you. Number 2.
He burped while he said that. It's like a handshake for that.
Number 2 for me. I think it's something.
Burps.
I think it's something that truly like has to be an accessory. That I think if you want to be fashionable as a man, I think it's the easiest thing to do is to match a belt. Number 2. Match that with like your dress shoes.
Yeah.
That really helps.
Have
Matching a belt and shoes is really.
It does.
Brown belt, brown boots. Oh man, what a look.
Brown belt, brown shoes is really attractive, have to say. Don't know anybody that wears brown belt, brown shoes every time, though.
Is it you always?
Yes.
Yeah, I need to put the soles have come off of my like fancier.
The ones from the wedding?
Yeah.
Dude, those shoes are so nice.
Yeah, but I've worn them down because I wore them to work a lot, so I need to super glue back on the bottoms of them again. So
You need to go find yourself a cobbler.
shut up, nerd.
You do.
I know. Number 1 though, the watch, the perfect accessory.
Wow. Yeah.
Actually useful. You switch it to a metal band watch. Looks so nice.
I think you forgot.
Classes it up really well.
I think you forgot a big one here, Truman.
So I'd like to go through my
hats.
No.
Oh, but hats. Honorable mention to hats. Hats should probably go in instead of rings, I'd say.
Okay.
We'll go back to your list.
Okay, number 5. I'm taking off rings. I just don't enjoy rings that much. I'll say it. Number 5, earrings. Number 4, shoes. Number 3, hats. Number 2.
From honorable mention to 3,
guys
the
are wondering-
Cinderella story.
You guys are wondering. I know you guys are like, how far are hats gonna go? Holy shit.
Yeah, I was like, all right, Truman's got hats number 1.
Hats land at number 3, belt at number 2, watch at number 1.
All right, cool. I'm fine with watching number 1. But I was like, damn, hats are number 1. Okay.
All right,
Would you believe that I have 3 different items
I also
that you haven't even mentioned?
Holy shit.
Yeah, I have some different items from him.
I
So
can't.
I have belts in at number 5. I really enjoy belts. I've never seen a belt break an outfit, but it definitely makes certain outfits. So you're like kind of on the fence, like, ooh, that's a nice belt.
Yeah, I've never seen a belt.
Really scraping the bottom of the barrel there, but
Man, I really thought there was more. Yeah, I've never seen a belt like been like, wow, that outfit looks like shit now.
Yeah. 4, ties. I really enjoy fucking ties. I have such a good collection of ties.
oh yeah.
Skinny ties, bow ties, just like regular neckties with like fun patterns. I have a duct tape tie that I made while I was in high school.
No,
I've seen the duct tape tie.
Yeah, I fucking love ties.
I have a
Good for nerd
trombone
parties.
tie, which is pretty cool.
Oh.
It's got trombones on it.
Hell yeah. And like I don't fucking. It wasn't until I was like working in retail, I started doing tie clips. That way, like my ties. Not
Tie
flopping out.
clips
Dude,
are.
it's so fucking good.
tie clips look fresh.
Tie clips are a fresh look.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go higher on them. I like them low.
And
It's
it,
like a mom.
for me, it depends.
I think
It's supposed to be between like your third and your fourth button technically.
yeah, but I like them low to like keep the tie flat on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
I guess that's what a suit helps do. Sorry.
Yeah, if you've got the jacket, then you definitely want it higher because you're not going to see it when it's
Right.
down here. But,
That makes sense.
number 3, the watch. I used to be a huge watch guy, actually. I've kind of fallen off with watches. But one thing I wanted to touch on, I love
watch.
I love leather bands so much more than metal bands.
Really?
Metal bands look so bad to me, and they're just uncomfortable to wear.
I like the metal band more.
And so I love leather. The weird like rubbery ones you get from like most.
I just
smart
like these
watches.
the most.
Yeah, I was also going that.
But
probably
I
last.
like I'm allergic to nickel.
Mm.
So it's hard for me to find a metal band that I like, and I found one, but it started to like pinch me because I just need to lose some weight.
I will say
And
leather.
even my
If you
wrists
like,
are getting fat, bro. So
there it is. Leather, if you like wear the watch every day, it does start to smell. So that is something you have to worry about.
Yeah, you have to wash it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you have to like find a way to safely wash it because it's leather.
Yeah.
smell this watch. This watch smells fine.
Number 2, close to something that you had mentioned, the pins that go on Crocs.
Gibbets? The gibbets?
The gibbets.
Oh,
Croc
gibbets.
gibbets.
Croc charms?
Exactly.
Vince, I was like, Vince is not a solid list. Of course, it's something fucking stupid.
And at number 1, how could you have not even honorable mention? Nothing.
Sunglasses?
What?
Never mind. Where were
Do
you?
you know what?
What's it? No. Let's go.
What's the most Vincent thing you can think of for me to put at number 1 right now?
Tutu?
Either a hat or glasses.
Fanny packs, baby.
Oh my-
How are y'all forgetting the fanny pack?
Honorable mention to fanny pack.
Fannies-
Absolutely disgraceful.
They
Fannies
deserve
are-
to get mentioned. Yeah.
Fannies are fresh at the party. I'm not gonna lie.
They've made a serious comeback.
When you
I
struggle.
wore them to a rave one time, and I was at the bar pre-gaming, and I got hit on by a guy for the first time. And he was like, "Damn, that's a nice fanny pack." I was like, "Doctor."
And then you sucked a dick.
Nope. And then the girl I went to the concert with sucked some other dude's dick.
That is not where I thought that was going.
Doctor?
I'm not sure you remember that.
No, I've never had that happen. No, I'm not shaking your head on that one. No. All right.
So, it's not funny.
Damn it, Vince. Hey, but I'm not gonna lie though. When you pull up to the party and your fanny has 2 beers in it, and you're playing beer pong, and you don't have to walk anywhere to refresh on your beer, that's a good feeling.
Well, see, the ultimate party trick is to always have a beer in your back pocket in case somebody wants a shotgun beer.
True.
Because you keep the beer nice and warm. You want a warm beer for shotgun.
It's not completely warm, but it's warmer than fresh out the fridge.
Yeah.
All right, so my list: honorable mention, body piercings, like nose piercing.
Earrings.
Well, no, not earrings. Specifically body piercing, like lip piercing, like the septum piercing. I'm partial to the nose stud.
I
I
like
think
the
that
nose
looks
stud a lot.
really attractive
Yeah.
on dudes and girls. I think it looks good.
Not on dudes.
I think it looks more well. Then again, only like super hot dudes like will have no studs anyway, and you're like, oh, that looks good, but you're like the dude's just at a very attractive guy.
I'm not a huge fan of septum piercings on women, but I'm more okay with it on guys.
Really.
Yeah. And the vice versa. I like the stud on girls, but I'm not a huge fan of the
Stud on girls is really attractive for me.
Stud on guys is weird, yeah.
Stud on girls is really attractive for me, and that's why it's on here.
Really?
Yes.
Are you a belly button piercing guy?
It depends on the
Would
girl.
you have been in middle school or high school when everybody was actually having it done?
I didn't really like it in high school. I think a lot of the styles that people do, like the septum piercing style.
Yeah.
When you do that through your belly button, I think it looks like dog shit. I think it looks terrible. I think you gotta do like the ones with
We're not
like,
counting like tattoos, are we?
as a accessory. No.
Because like the tattoos that are like right here, I like those.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
like,
think
yeah.
tattoos also would have been on my list.
Yeah.
Tattoos are pretty attractive.
That's right.
Depends on the girl though, of course. Number 5, shoes. I think shoes are a great accessory. I think that for dudes especially, it kind of makes or breaks an outfit. What?
Number 5? Number 4?
Number 5. Honorable mention was piercing.
Oh, okay.
Number 4, earrings. I think good earrings look really good on girls. I think that it's another one of those things that if like a girl has some like dog shit ass weird ass earrings, like that like don't go with their outfit at all, which is like a really weird thing for me to say because my outfits don't ever fucking match. But I'm saying like if a girl's trying to show all out and she has some like weird ass earrings with it, I'm like nah. But like gigantic hoop earrings, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's where it's at. Bigger the hoop, the better it looks. I'm not joking. Fucking
You can have that.
absolutely fucking love gigantic hoop earrings. think they're great. Number 3, watches. Okay. Got to be up there on the list. I think.
Yeah, to be fair, watches would have been my number 1 if I didn't have too many picks.
Watches are the only thing that actually has use.
No, I'm not.
We talked about Cyclops having use and keeping it to you, so it's not.
Fanny packs have use.
We're not.
Yeah, fanny packs also
We're
have
not
use.
up to the most useful accessory that both of you forgot somehow.
Sunglasses?
It is sunglasses.
Bro,
that number 2?
That is my number 2
Sunglasses
because
are great.
I fucking
Sunglasses
love,
are less useful than
I
watches.
love sunglasses. You
Watches
should,
are more
I
useful.
have I probably have 12 pairs of sunglasses.
You do. And sunglasses are useful, but watches are more
I
useful.
love sunglasses. And number 1, you already know what I'm gonna say. Number 1, it's the hat.
It's the hat.
I love hats. Hats and sunglasses are my favorite accessories. I recently got a Tottenham bucket hat. Oh,
kinda hype, actually.
dude, I know it's hype. I love the bucket.
Bucket hats.
I was cringing until you said bucket hat. I'm like, oh, all right then.
He's literally pogging.
I fucking love buckets. I think they're underrated, and a really good bucket on a really hot summer day at the lake, it's a make or break your day kind of situation.
Bro, I have a friend, because Yu-Gi-Oh is a hype beast card game,
Right.
as weird as it is. Everyone just is trying to flex on each other constantly. I have a friend. He has a bucket hat that he has different bucket hats he wears to every fucking tournament. The most dripped out person every fucking tournament with this fucking bucket hat. It's so good.
He just looks better just because he's wearing the bucket.
Well, he has good fashion in general, but the bucket just puts him on the level.
I have a feeling that you're going to show me this guy in a
I am
bucket.
pulling
I
it
can't
up.
wait to see this guy in a bucket.
For a period, I was calling him God on Earth
Wow.
because he played my favorite deck, which I thought was very funny, and he was just really good with it.
This bucket sounds hype. I'm not going to lie. This better not be a trash bucket.
People have made fan art of him.
Hey,
in the
Vincent,
bucket.
what's the winners?
The winners?
The prize for your...
50% of whatever entry it is. So it should be 160 if everyone signs up.
Okay.
But
Winner gets 160. Second place gets what?
It's whatever. 30
you guys are talking about Yu-Gi-Oh again?
Well, it's his tournament.
All right. Well, we're still in the middle of the show.
Well, I mean,
know if you knew
we're
that.
off talking off the rails like we always do.
I know if you guys are. Yeah, but you guys were never talking about you. I guess we started talking about hype beast.
Talking about the
Yu-Gi-Oh
bucket, dude. I want to see this bucket.
So there's a bucket. This is a bad first one. We're not gonna lead with that. He was at a fucking camo bucket with his camo thing. Look at this man.
Holy shit, he is dripped out.
Interesting.
He has a bucket for every occasion.
What
Chiefs
the
bucket.
fuck? He doesn't. The Chiefs bucket?
It's kind of fun. Who is this?
I don't know, bro. But his bucket's
Flower
mad.
bucket.
Dude, I'm liking these bucket hats a lot.
Interesting. Fair enough.
Different flower bucket.
Dude, Trevor, this guy's got too many bucket hats. Look at this.
He's got a bucket for every day
No
of the
such
week.
thing as too many bucket hats.
That's true.
Actually, that's not true. You can have too many bucket hats.
If you're wearing two
I would say some bucket hats aren't that good. I would say bucket hats, honestly, kind of hard to pull off.
That's true.
Bucket hats, anytime outside of the
does, though.
summer, I would say no.
Yeah, as a fashion accessory, it's tough. But if
Bucket
you pull off
hats
the
with like a tank top or shirtless, I think so. But bucket hats with long sleeves, that'd be
if you
crazy.
pull off the bucket, you're pulling off.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, cool. That was good. That was good top fives. That was
Yep.
exciting. I think that was a good one.
This is
Got a
always
good pop
picture
culture
of him.
minute? I have a little bit of a rant to go on.
What the fuck? That's just matching. He is dripped out.
It's so good.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of dripping. Pop culture minute.
I have something that I want to talk about.
I have two things to talk about.
All right, you guys can go first. I'm scrambling here.
One, I don't know if you guys want to talk about.
What were you? You go first, Vincent.
Let's do the fun one. Have you guys seen Amaranth's new business?
Is it the fleshlights?
No.
Oh,
What?
I know that's happening though.
Yes.
She's making.
Yes.
Yeah, she's working.
She's gonna be a billionaire.
She's working.
Probably.
I think she already might. No, she's not.
Oh, she bought more stock.
No, she started her own company.
Oh, of
selling-
plastic balls.
No, selling hot tub water and farts in jars.
Oh my god, dude.
The farts are pre-selling for a grand a pop.
Are you shitting
I
me?
think pre-sales are already full up.
Oh my god, dude.
What an absolute queen.
Oh my god.
Crushing the game.
So gross.
Respect to her, but if you're a fucking loser that's buying that shit, what is wrong with you?
Dude, that's so gross.
I